Parma Heights City Council meeting of Monday, May 10th, 2021 will come to order at 7:03 p.m. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Walsh.
Here.
Danzig.
Here.
Everett. Gallo.
Here.
Rounds.
Here.
Haas.
Here.
And Stavoli.
Here.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Is there a motion to excuse Council Member Everett?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call. Danzig.
Yes.
Gallo.
Yes.
Rounds.
Yes.
Haas.
Yes.
Stavoli.
Yes.
And Walsh.
And may I have a motion to approve the April 26th, 2021 council meeting minutes?
So moved.
Second. Roll call?
Gallo.
Yes?
Rounds.
Yes.
Haas.
Yes.
Stavoli.
Yes.
Walsh.
Yes.
And Danzig.
Yes. And Councilman Stavoli, do you have a report of the May 3rd, 2021 Planning Commission meeting?
Yes, I do. The Planning Commission met on Monday, May 3rd, 2021. A public hearing was held regarding the conditional use application from Extreme Auto Pros. No comments were received regarding this application. Chris Hopkins from CT Consultants gave a presentation on the proposed amendments to Chapter 1131, Chapter 1185, and Chapter 1195 of the codified ordinances as they relate to the West 130th Street Mixed-Use District. A public hearing on the proposed amendments will be held at the June 7th Planning Commission meeting. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Councilman Stavoli.
Welcome.
And we now move into reports from the mayor and directors. Mayor?
Madam President, I do not have a report, but I have a statement that I'd like to read into the record and forward to the clerk. After months of private thought and discussions with my family, I have decided not to seek re-election this fall to the office of mayor for the city of Parma Heights. It has been my privilege to serve this truly special community through both the good and the challenging times. I want to take this opportunity to acknowledge and to thank the members of my administration, city employees, city council, and of course, the residents of Parma Heights for their confidence and unwavering support throughout my almost 12 years in office. In the coming months, there will be time to reflect on accomplishments as well as disappointments. But I will leave office knowing that we have used these years to reimagine Parma Heights and to set it on a path of renewal. The groundwork has been put into place and positive changes are becoming visible throughout our community. The continuance of this trajectory will be at the hands of my successor. It is with that knowledge in mind that I make this announcement. The decision to run is not an easy one, and I want to give those who have the inclination to serve sufficient time to consider their options. As I leave public life at the end of 2021, I look forward to once again enjoying the camaraderie of being a private resident of the city of Parma Heights because community really does grow here. I have no further comments or report, Madam President.
Does anyone on council have anything for the mayor? Yeah, Councilman?
Nice statement, Mayor.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure working with you over the last 12 years, and of course as your clerk, and I wish you well. I know it wasn't a difficult decision.
Well, unfortunately for you, we've
Or
got 8 more months.
It was a difficult decision, I should say.
We've got 8 more months, so I'm not walking out the door yet. But as I've learned, and I think anybody that runs for public office, it's an extremely difficult decision to make, whether to run or not to run. And I do want to give everyone an opportunity that is contemplating running for office sufficient time to do what needs to be done to be put into place. But there's a lot still to be accomplished. There's a lot in the pipeline, and I look forward to the final 8 months.
Thank you, Mayor. And Councilman?
I'd just like to say a heartfelt thank you for all that you've done for this community and your years of public service. I'm sure that it was a very difficult decision to reach, but at the end of the day, you have to do what's best for you and your family. So thank you very much for everything that you've done for the residents of Parma Heights. Your heart has always been in the right place.
Well, thank you, Councilman. I appreciate that.
And Mayor, any other reports from directors this evening?
No, we do have Director Patton here if there's any questions for Director Patton. We do have Director Iaconis in her office if there's any questions for her.
Does anyone in council have anything for Director Patton this evening? None. We'll move into legislation. Councilman Walsh, item number 6, please.
Thank you, Madam President. I'd like to make a motion to read by title only.
Second.
Roll call.
Gallo,
Yes?
Rounds.
Yes.
Haas.
Yes?
Stovall.
Yes.
Walsh.
Yes.
And Danzig.
Yes.
This is consideration of a resolution authorizing Euthenix, Inc., a municipal engineer, to prepare the plans, specifications, and estimate of cost for the Queens Highway and Layer Drive resurfacing project and declaring an emergency. This is one reading only.
I'd like to make a motion to suspend the rules.
Second.
Roll call.
Rounds.
Yes.
Haas.
Yes?
Stovall.
Yes.
Walsh.
Yes.
Danzig.
Yes.
And Gallo.
Yes. And if there are no comments this evening on this resolution,
I'd like to make a motion to pass.
Second.
roll call.
Haas.
Yes.
Stovall.
Yes.
Walsh.
Yes.
Danzig.
Yes.
Gallo.
Yes.
And Rounds.
Yes.
Thank you, Councilwoman Walsh. And Councilman Haas, item number 7, please.
Thank you, Madam President. I'd like to make a motion that we read by title only, please.
Second.
Roll call.
Stovall.
Yes.
Walsh.
Yes.
Danzig.
Yes.
Gallo.
Yes.
Rounds.
Yes.
And Haas.
Yes.
This is consideration of an ordinance authorizing and directing an expenditure for the Queens Highway and Layer Drive resurfacing project, authorizing and directing the Director of Public Service to advertise for competitive bids, and authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into a written contract with the lowest and best bidder, therefore, and declaring an emergency. This is one reading only.
I think we just read number 8 instead of number 7.
I was
Oh.
going to say the same thing.
Yes.
What did I-
Clerk, you read 8 instead of 7, but it's no issue. So is there another motion? Councilman Haas, do you want to make another motion?
Yes, I would like to make a motion that we suspend the rules, please.
Second. Roll call?
Walsh.
Yes.
Danzig.
Yes.
Gallo.
Yes.
Rounds.
Yes.
Haas.
Yes?
And Stovall.
Yes.
And this is item number 7. You can go ahead and read it. Mhm.
Consideration of a resolution authorizing Euthenix, Inc., municipal engineer, to prepare the plans, specifications, and estimate of cost for the water main renewal projects along Queens Highway, Layer Drive, and Nota Bene Drive, and declaring an emergency. This is one reading only.
Hearing no comments, I'd make a motion for passage, please.
Councilman, first a motion to suspend the rules.
Apologies.
Mhm.
May I make a motion to suspend the rules, please?
Second.
Roll call?
Danzig.
Yes.
Gallo.
Yes.
Rounds.
Yes.
Haas.
Yes?
Stovall.
Yes.
And Walsh.
Yes.
And if there are no comments on this resolution,
Now I'll
Councilman?
make a motion for passage. Sorry for jumping the gun.
Second.
Roll call?
Gallo.
Yes.
Rounds.
Yes.
Haas.
Yes.
Stovall.
Yes.
Walsh.
Yes.
And Danzig.
Yes. Thank you, Councilman Haas. And Councilman Stovall, item number 8, please.
Move to read by title only.
Second. Roll call?
Rounds.
Yes.
Haas.
Yes?
Stovall.
Yes.
Walsh.
Yes.
Danzig.
Yes.
And Gallo.
Yes.
This is the
Number 8,
the consideration of an ordinance authorizing and directing an expenditure for the Queens Highway and Layer Drive resurfacing project, authorizing and directing the Director of Public Service to advertise for competitive bids, and authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into a written contract with the lowest and best bidder therefore, and declaring an emergency. This is one reading only.
Move to suspend the rules.
Second. Roll call?
Rounds.
Yes.
Haas.
Yes?
Stovall.
Yes.
Walsh.
Yes.
Danzig.
Yes.
And Gallo.
Yes. And if there are no comments on this ordinance this evening?
Move to pass.
Second. Roll call?
Haas.
Yes?
Stovall.
Yes.
Walsh.
Yes.
Danzig.
Yes.
Gallo.
Yes.
And Rounds.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Councilman Stovall. And item number 9, please.
Move to read by title only?
Second?
Roll call?
Stivoli,
Yes.
Walsh,
Yes.
Danzig,
Yes.
Gallo,
Yes.
Rounds,
Yes.
and Haas.
Yes.
This is consideration of an ordinance authorizing and directing an expenditure for the Queens Highway and Layer Drive Water Main Replacement Project, authorizing and directing the Director of Public Service to advertise for competitive bids, and authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into a written contract with the lowest and best bidder therefore, and declaring an emergency. This is one reading only.
Move to suspend the rules?
Second?
Roll call?
Walsh,
Yes.
Danzig,
Yes.
Gallo,
Yes.
Rounds,
Yes.
Haas.
Yes.
And Stivoli.
Yes.
And if there are no comments on this ordinance this evening,
Move to pass?
Second?
roll call?
Danzig,
Yes.
Gallo,
Yes.
Rounds,
Yes.
Haas.
Yes.
Stivoli.
Yes.
And Walsh.
Yes.
Thank you, Councilman Stivoli. And Councilwoman Danzig, item number 10, please.
Yes, Madam President. I move to read by title only.
Second?
Roll call?
Gallo,
Yes.
Rounds,
Yes.
Haas.
Yes.
Stivoli.
Yes.
Walsh.
Yes.
And Danzig.
Yes.
This is consideration of an ordinance authorizing and directing an expenditure for water main replacement project, including Nota Bene Drive, number 1, Halcyon to Pearl Road, and Nota Bene Drive, number 2, west of Halcyon, authorizing and directing the Director of Public Service to advertise for competitive bids, and authorizing and directing the mayor to enter into a written contract with the lowest and best bidder therefore, and declaring an emergency. This is one reading only.
Move to suspend the rules.
Second?
Roll call?
Gallo.
Yes.
Rounds.
Yes.
Haas.
Yes.
Stivoli.
Yes.
Walsh.
Yes.
And Danzig.
Yes.
And if there are no comments this evening regarding this ordinance,
I move to pass.
Second?
roll call?
Rounds.
Yes.
Haas.
Yes.
Stivoli.
Yes.
Walsh.
Yes.
Danzig.
Yes.
And Gallo.
Yes. Thank you, Councilwoman Danzig. And is there a motion to suspend Rule 2 of the Rules of Council regarding public session?
So moved?
Roll call?
Haas.
Yes.
Stivoli.
Yes.
Walsh.
Yes.
Danzig.
Yes.
Gallo.
Yes.
And Rounds.
Yes.
And I am in receipt of comments from Mr. Emery Pinter, who resides at 10965 Lawndale Avenue Lawndale Drive here in Parma Heights. He lists 3 comments here. He wants to know if council is aware of the new median on Pearl Road, is his first comment. And in his second comment, he says that an email was sent to the mayor's office with a request to post on Mother's Day, and it was never done. And his third comment is, in-person public comments have been brought back across the country using plexiglass, telephone, or video conferencing methods. And he is requesting that public comments that are submitted be read in their entirety. Right now, we are abiding by the governor's mandates regarding public gatherings. And that is my comment in response to that. And these comments from Mr. Pinter will be kept on file in the council office. And is there a motion to adjourn into executive session to discuss pending litigation?
Madam President, I do
Yes,
have an
Mayor.
update regarding item number 12. Our law department is still in the process of doing research and having discussions regarding this litigation. There is no update at this time. We thought there would be, but they're still in the process of doing some research, so no update this evening.
Okay, thank you, Mayor.
So, Madam President, if there's nothing further, I'll move to adjourn.
Second?
Roll call?
Stivoli.
Yes.
Walsh.
Yes.
Danzig.
Yes.
Gallo.
Yes.
Rounds.
Yes.
And Haas.
Yes.
No further business to come before council. The Parma Heights City Council meeting of Monday, May 10th, 2021 is adjourned.